Hey YouTube, Moof here on Moof's Yu-Gi-Oh channel, Moof and YGO. Went to locals yesterday, played in the 1 o'clock tournament, played in the 4 o'clock tournament, did rather well in both. Went with the cash instead of the box this time around. So me and my friends went out after and we had pizza, and it was a good time, and I got a couple packs of Return of the Duelist while I was there, because they were having a sale of Return of the Duelist. I was hoping to pull some Medulches, because I'm trying to build that deck. But instead I pulled Gearjas. So I don't know, should I build that deck? Because it's pretty expensive for not that good of a deck. Whereas Medulches are going to be really good. But anyway, I played Mono Mermail again. First I just want to kind of rant a bit. I saw a comment on my last video that said something like, oh, Mono Mermail and you're playing Atlanteans. It's still... Mono Mermail is the deck that Billy Brake and Jeff Jones came up with for YCS Miami. And they thought that it would be a faster version of the Mermails because there's no controllers or Undines, and instead you run more Mermails. But you still have to run the Atlanteans as a discard outlet. Because it's just free pluses off discards. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to run Mermails without Atlanteans. They just mesh so well together, especially since they're both water. Because then you can make the plays with overlaying into water exclusive, XYZs, water exclusive synchros like Gungnir. It's too good. So I played that deck again, but I played it a little different. This time I will start off with the Mermails, though, just to please that guy who complained about me starting off with the Atlanteans. So I played... Ooh, that's bad glare. 1, 2, 3 pikes. I still don't have guns, mainly because they're like common or something. And when I tried to trade for them at locals the other day, people were like, dude, that's a common. Why would I bring commons in my trade binder? I don't know, maybe because it's a card that everybody wants. So yeah, 3 guns. I mean pikes. But yeah, this build did fairly well, even without gunned. You could probably find room for guns, and that would make it more budgety too. So like you could drop a Lind and a Megalo for 2 guns, and then that would probably be my current build if I had guns, but I don't. Also, I have 3 Linds and 3 Megalos, so why wouldn't I want to run those? Anyway, 3 Linds. 3 Pike searches out 3 Linds, generally. Good. And those generally search out your 3 Megalos. Yeah. Or at least that's how it was until, Abyss Rising or Cosmo Blazer came out. Now, that was the Abyss Rising Mermails. Now, Cosmo Blazer Mermails, we got the 1 Abyss lead. Just 1, because discarding 3 is a pretty big cost. And his effect isn't that great, but he's still pretty good. But the new Mermail that we do love, oh so much, is Abysstius, or Teus, or however you pronounce it. Because you only have to discard 1, just one, and his effect is great. So, we run 3. Or at least I do. I hope you do. He's a great card. Next, I'll move on to the Atlanteans. Triple Dragoons helps thin out the deck so much. Discard, get this effect, then pop a, or not pop, what am I saying? Summon a Mermail, like an Abystius in defense, and then, because he does have 2400 defense, that's pretty good. Then get Abystius' effect, and then discard 2 to summon Megalo, because you did just search with Dragoons, so you probably have a good hand, and then overlay into Gaios. So, yeah. GG. I ended up playing triple heavy infantry. People ask me why. The meta there is basically Dark World and more Mermails. So, yeah, basically all day I'm playing Dark World and other water decks. So I can really deal with the other water decks, but this really helps in with the Dark World because I have no way to get over gates except for this and MST. So 3 of him. Triple Marksman, standard, helps you go into Catastor, which is pretty useless because of Dark World, but otherwise helps you go into Librarian, which is still pretty useless against Dark World. So, mainly I like the heavy infantry because you can heavy infantry into a Diva, which is the next card that I'm going to show, and also the last monster. Heavy infantry into a Diva into Marksman, and then go into Gungnir, and then just wreck them. So, that's why I like 3 of each Atlantean. And then 3 Diva. Because I thought about cutting this down to 2, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because it came in handy quite a bit when I drew those heavy infantries and Diva openings. Because I was like, yes, Gungnir. Spells. Played 3 MST. It's kind of mandatory now that we aren't playing the controllers and Undines to pop all the back rows. So, yeah, 3 MST. Mind Control. People don't like this card. I love this card. Just steal anything. Summon Diva. Go into Gungnir. Go into Stardust. Go into whatever you want. It's great. I guess the people who don't like this card are playing 2 Divas, probably. Avarice. Remind me to stop trading for and buying super Avarices. Because I keep doing that. Or hollow Avarices that are below super. Because I keep doing that, and I have all these hollow Avarices, and if you need a hollow Avarice that's like below super, rare, I just PM me, because I'll give it to you for like a low price, because I have so many. And then Heavy, Dark Hole, and Reborn. So yeah, those are staples in every deck, except for Sam's and Dark Hole. Double Sphere, still haven't got my 3rd Sphere, mainly because the only one that I could find was a Ultra Unlimited, and I was like, and I'm kind of a rarity whore, so yeah. Double Torrential, because it's torrential and it's kind of water themed, and it's good in this deck, and it's good. Mirror Force, I opted to play 1 over 2, because you can bait out stupid players. Like, I side this out a lot, but you can bait out stupid players into thinking, like, set like a squall or something, and they think that it's another mirror force because you already mirror forced them once and got like at least a +1 off of it, and they think that you're gonna mirror force them again, but you aren't, so they are afraid to attack. So that's pretty gravy. And then just double squall. So 4 of the Abyss spells and traps, even though they're all traps, and 3 Megalos, because, you know, you might draw into one of the Abyss traps. So, extra deck, yay. Gores token, because I side Gores. I'll just go into, like, how much I use stuff. Yeah, this guy comes out the most. Dweller, Leviathan. Is this even my actual extra deck? Yeah, because Zen mains I didn't make once, because it's usually, like, not good for the deck, because it puts it in a defensive position. Gotch, Gungnir I make a lot. Black Rose I made, like, once. Duloran I don't think I really made once, because his plays are mainly with Gund. Or Gund, however you pronounce it. I'm only doing the cards that I really made or I think are essential to the deck. Because I also played a Daigusto Phoenix and a Temtempo, but I didn't make either of them once, and I think they're both bad for the deck. I think they're not good. So, yeah, Librarian and Cataster, like I before mentioned. Armory Arm, in case you're in a good position. Like equipping this to Marksman is just so good. And Stardust, because I do side road. For once I'm going to show my side deck. It's pretty bad. Gores. I don't like Gores in Mermails, because I feel like every time I draw Gores, I have a sphere on the field. And every time I need to drop Gores, I have a sphere on the field. So, yeah. Triple Imps, because Dark World is not only my worst matchup, but it's also the matchup that I play the most. Triple Max C, because my meta is basically at the locals that I played. In order, the top 3 decks are in order: Dark World, then Waters, then Dino Rabbit variants. So, double Messenger, 1 Smashing Ground, 2 Soul Taker. This card puts in work, and the Starlight Road, like I said. So that's my side deck. I'm not very good at side decking. Usually I just side out an MST for what I need, or stuff like that, like generic side decking. So don't expect like any side deck tips from me, because don't ask me like what would you side out for Dark World, because I don't even know what I would side out for Dark World. Just like MST, maybe Mind Control, and like a Diva. I don't know. But yeah. So thanks for watching. Goodbye, and wish me luck next time I go to tourneys, please. I guess. Bye.